Good morning, everybody. Lit for 10. I figured you guys would trickle in later. I started prematurely. Welcome to another life build episode. Haven't done one in quite a while. Um, for the reasons that I explained during my latest video. And today, I am going to start building the Panzer III because I cannot wait to actually use the stowage. So I seriously, really badly want to start this. And let me quickly see if I can. Yeah, live chat, so I can see all of your comments when they pop in, and trickle in maybe. And of course, I need the instruction sheet. I can put this to the side a bit. Let's see. Of course, the instructions will want me to start with the running gear, which I will adhere to, of course. Although I normally postpone the running gear till the very end because I don't really like sending 12 wheels to start off a build. It can be quite hideous and quite tedious. I hope all of you are well today. Early morning in Germany, 10 o'clock. Just had the exterminator in the house because I had a hornet's nest in one of my blinder cases, or blind cases, and yeah, so here we are now. I'm up early, I'm on my vacation, and I want to build models, and I want to build a lot of models, and want to make a lot of progress on this. And how your projects coming along, if you have any on the go right now. How's the weather where you are? Is it day, is it night? Whatever, let me know. If you're on a road in the Netherlands or in Belgium somewhere, if that was watching, which I don't know. Yeah, let me know. While I take off these locator marks. And a setting stick. Oh, hi Chalky. I didn't know you were here. How was I supposed to know you are here right now? The sanding stick needs a proper clean because I think, yeah, exactly. I sanded plaster Paris with it last time around, so there's some plaster stuck to the sanding stick, which of course is now spreading all over the bench. Awesome. Yay. Smart move, Henry. Smart move. I'm up to building the Panzer III. Wait. Hi, Seb. See? I had a hunch you were watching. I had a hunch. So, you in Belgium, you're in France, or in the Netherlands? Where are you currently at? I doubt you're somewhere else, but never know with you. Like I said on the intro to this build series, I will be modifying the kit slightly, but luckily the kit actually comes with the parts that I need. Vive la France! Because it is supposed to have the weighting muffler, but the stowage will not allow me to use the weighting muffler and the stowage at the same time. So I had to make a decision. Luckily, the kit comes with all the parts I need to make it a normal muffler. variant of the Panzer III, so I'm good. Yay me. Alright, that's that sorted. Let's collect our cut of pieces of sprue. Alright, what next? Yay. Let's get the famous A sprue out. Yes, it's a Panzer III chalky. You see correct. I didn't see Seb asking a question, I'm sorry. There it is. There it is, the famous Panzer III A sprue. Woohoo! We all have seen it, we all have hated it, but Dragon refuses to give us a retool of this sprue. Sadly, yeah. I think as long as nobody really, like, I don't know, goes to Dragon and tells them to fuck off with their A sprue, I don't think they're gonna retool it. Huh? A sprue, Seb. A sprue. Panzer III. A sprue. Nothing. You did nothing. I thought, like, it seemed as if you had asked a question considering what Chalky wrote, so I was a bit confused there for a second. Nothing you did. Nothing. Everything's fine. No worries. You guys might be confused what I'm doing right now, cutting the sprue apart, but since the A sprue actually has, like, a couple of parts that are sub-assemblies, I always do this just to keep insane. Keep insane. Yeah, I know. That's on the out in the ether now. Awesome. To keep sane. What do we do first? Suspension bars. Suspension bars sounds like a good idea. Although no, I'll start with the road wheels. Yippee. Let's go completely by the plan and do it the way Dragon intended us to do it. Not always the smartest thing with Dragon instructions to do it the way Dragon wants us to do something, but let's do it for the sake of this build once. Start out with the running gear, then move along. That way, maybe beginners that haven't tried their hand on a Dragon kit might actually... That is a very, very good question that I have no answer to, and I would really like to get an answer as well. I think because when Dragon first came out with their super kits of Panzer IVs, and their kits still had the Dragon card, there was no one on the market that rivaled them when it comes to actual bits in the kit, like photo etch, like metal barrel, magic tracks and stuff. So Dragon thought, well, let's raise the prices of our product because we are exclusive and nobody can rival us. But then Meng and all those like Tacom came and did the same as Dragon did, just at a more reasonable price, and Dragon dropped the amount of stuff you get in the kits. Basically, Dragon kits, or Dragon reached a point where their kits were not worth what you had to pay for them. So, yeah, basically you're just paying for the name and for the fact that at one point, as says that, and that at one point their kits were basically unrivaled on the market. And Dragon is probably still in the nostalgia period where they think they still are unrivaled, which they absolutely are not. And I only buy Dragon kits at this point if I can get them at a reasonable price. I don't buy Dragon at the hobby shop anymore because you just can't afford that. I buy them at on eBay if I can, like I said, get them for a reasonable price. Otherwise, they're just not affordable for me. Or, well, while they would be affordable, I just don't see where it would make sense to me to buy a Dragon kit at like 70 euros if I can just as well not get it. Alright, roll wheels. Yay! Make sure that the holes align on your roll wheels. And I'll sand them whole when they're dry. Always important to have the holes align on your roll wheels. Oh, that sounded so wrong. Excuse me, though. So, you're waiting to load or unload, Sap? Or how come you're tanning in France? It's warm in here. Yay. And it seems like I got a cold yesterday at the swimming pool. Awesome. You always want to get a cold in the middle of summer. Isn't that nice? Especially if you are on vacation. That's the time of year you absolutely need this. God damn it. Alright, that's 6 row wheels done. Let's do the other 6. For roll wheels, I like to use the Tamiya, the Revell glue. It's just normally I would use Tamiya extra thin, but right now I was just in the mood to use the Revell one. So there's no specific preference as to what to use, when to use. I just pick and choose however I feel like, right? Basically. So in case you were wondering why I was using the Revell contactor there, I just think it gives a stronger bond, which probably is wrong because I've heard that Tamiya is actually the stronger bond, but I just like to have a bit more flexibility when putting the pieces together because the Tamiya dries quicker, and because it's so thin it evaporates much faster. So yeah, the Revell is a thicker glue, gives you more time to put pieces in position before the glue setting. And that's the main reason. Let's see if we can fill this jar with pieces of styrene before the month ends. And then turn it all into a gluey mess by just pouring a bottle of glue in there. And then we can use that to fill cracks in building, in models. Like fill seams in airplanes and stuff. Yeah. Because no matter how much a certain someone wants to slide that, I still think it's the easiest and cheapest way to fill seams in airplane kits. So I got a bit of backlash for talking sports on my video yesterday. Why is that? Why is a man not allowed to talk about sports for roughly 30 seconds on one of his videos on model building? Is it that bad? Is it that hard to swallow? Or maybe it was because I slighted the German national team yesterday, but then again, I didn't get slack from Germans, so. So, what has you guys' experience been with dragon kits? Have you had problems with their instruction sheets, with the plastic quality, um, bad sprues, or have you been happy with Dragon so far? Because I'm a bit of a Dragon fanboy. My stash consists of 9 Dragon kits and 2 kits that are not made by Dragon, um, which I will probably never build because not because of the manufacturer, but because of the subject. And yeah, like I said, I'm a bit of a Dragon fanboy, and whenever I can get them for cheap, I'm basically on them. Alright, and that's the 12th. Oh, see, it's the only problem you can get when using Revell. It takes a while to dry. Let me take a sip of water. Always important to stay hydrated, especially when the temperatures outside are nearing 30 degrees Celsius. It's getting warm when you're living in the attic like I do. So yeah, always important to stay hydrated. Let's build the idler wheel then, right? The sprocket. Not the idler. We're not building the idler just yet because I don't want to mess around with photo etch, and building the idler with me, and I would have to deal with photo etch. I'm not the biggest fan of photo etch. Let's put it this way. Donk. I'm not the biggest photo etch nut. I seem to struggle with the really like smallish fine parts, but I don't think I'm the only one that has this issue. I love the detail that they add, but I'm too clumsy. I think my hands are too big. My eyesight is too bad. I don't know, but like I said, I struggle with photo etch from time to time. But yeah, that's probably not just me. Ugh. See, Revell glue? That's the issue with Revell glue. Doesn't dry fast enough. So, to decrease drying time, and to make a smoother seam around the sprocket here, where the 2 halves of the sprocket meet, where there would be a weld seam, unless it's the cast sprocket, but some of the sprockets were welded and some of them were cast, and I think this one is a cast one. I always add a bit of Tamiya extra thin and press the 2 halves together so that the seam disappears. That way it gives it a much more like one-piece look. But I may be wrong, so if I'm wrong and this is not cast but welded, please let me know, and I can add a weld seam in the middle. Sadly, I think the tank nuts from the States, Adam and Panzermeister Evan, are not awake yet, so maybe they could have been in here and actually have told me, because they know. When it comes to German Panzers and Stuks and Tigers, they are pretty much like walking encyclopedias. And I'm not. I'm just a model builder. I'm a historian. I can tell you why they fought and where they fought, but that's basically all I can tell you. Yeah, I have some smart books that I could take out and see what they tell me about them, but I'm too lazy while I'm sitting here. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Seb. I basically do that when it's not my specialty, like history. I'm always wrong. Yep, that's true. Exactly. That's the problem. Dragon know farewell that people will still spend money on their kits Even though they've taken out all the fun bits, like aftermarket. Although I have to say, this actually does come with a, while minuscule dragon kit, dragon sheet, and actually a decent sized photo etch sheet for this. So it's not too bad on this one. So not all hope is lost just yet with dragon. Cool. Not yet. So yeah. And like I said, I'm a dragon fanboy. But I've ranted about dragon. Shut up, Zap. You're not being nice today. Okay, you're never nice, but you have been nicer, let's put it this way. Says the guy who's sitting on his bum the entire day while working. And right now, tanning and friends. So much for work. Tanning and friends. Lazy fucker. I've lost this. Let's get this back. And you know what? I'll just do the photo etch right now on the sprockets so they are done. Yeah, right. You're sitting around waiting to get unloaded, right? So that's not work. That's just sitting around lazily. Or loaded, what have you. I don't care. Although I'm not much in a mood for a fight here. I'm in a very, very happy mood today. No, okay. Sitting around is work. I see. Yeah, right. You're getting paid for that. Yeah. Well, I've got to say, I'm getting paid for sitting around for 6 weeks as well. So yeah. Well, fair enough. Okay, let's get the super glue out. And I know this is not modeling super glue that I'm using. I'm a bad person. How dare I? And we need these photo edge rings here. Yeah. I always wonder why Dragon does them like they do. Because this is not the easiest way to have them. Yes, I'm using sanding sticks that I was given for free. I'm a sieve, you know. And I always take stuff and I never do anything for it, and I'm a lazy fucker and a bad human being for pointing out the truth. So yeah, shame on me. Okay, then we need a wooden stick. I have discovered the joys of Loctite 40146 great super glue. Okay. Never heard of this. Never actually heard of that. Although that might be because you have a... I know, I gave up my dignity for those. Acting as a moderator on a certain modeling forum. A haven for all types of scale modelers that adhere to their mother hand's mantras. Yes. I am not towing any kind of company line. Nope. Nope. Before I tell the company line, fuck me. No. Not gonna happen. Not ever gonna happen. And you're not gonna see it. Fuck it. In there tight, press down and hope the super glue that is supposed to be super glue does the rest. Looks like it. Fingers crossed. We're flying through this build right now at a monstrous pace. I have almost done step 1. Woohoo! And it only took me 25 minutes. How about that? Then again, I still need to send all those fuckers, but yeah. And yes, I'm swearing more than I used to on my other videos, because there's a simple reason. Since YouTube decided to demonetize my channel for lack of views, I decided, fuck them. I'm gonna swear as much as I want. Since I'm not getting money anyways, I can swear. And bitch and moan and complain, which is my favorite pastime activity anyway, so yeah, why not? Come on, Sab, take that up. Yeah, see, be myself. Yes. I actually gave you this one, you know? I actually knew that you would you could not pick this up. After 4 years, I know you at least a bit. Isn't that strange? That these hangouts and this YouTube thing has been going on for 4 years now, if not longer. Fuck. This has been quite the ride to be honest. Considering how stupid we once were. Towing the company line. I'm sorry if I miss any of your comments, guys, because I'm actually looking down sometimes to put pieces together. So if I miss something, just repeat it. If you ask a question, if you have a comment or anything, that way I can then pick it up later. Hear nothing, say nothing, see nothing. What was that supposed to mean there, sir? You honestly think I give a crap about what they or he thinks? At this point, no longer. Screw him and his non-existing friends. I hate sending, sending isn't fun. I hate sending, sending isn't fun. send the rest later. I can't be asked. Okay, second sprocket. Idler. Let's build the second idler wheel. Blink. Yeah, go check on something in a second here. Like I said, I had the exterminator in today, and I need to see how the massacre of the hornet's nest, or the wasp nest, is shaping up outside. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't really dig having wasps living in my apartment. Basically, I don't know. I don't like them. They like to sting, and yeah, are not the nicest companions, the nicest fellas. I prefer the rabbits. So let me quickly. I'll be right back. I'm actually I don't know, like small hornets. I don't know what you call them. Oh yeah, there they go. Tumbling and bumbling around, falling down and dying. I kind of feel bad, you know, having to have them killed. But on the other hand, I feel like if I don't have them killed, they will still live there, and I don't really want them. No. Nope. Not my cup of tea. I actually don't like it to be outside when they are around. It's like, ugh. Oh, that sounds so wrong. It sounds so wrong. If a German says something about exterminating, not wanting people to be around, and it just sounds so wrong, and people will take it the wrong way. And no, I need to stop talking about the wasps and focus on this model. Super glue. All the super glue in the world. Get in there, you what? Yes. Exactamundo. That's the way I like it. Yes. So, where in the world are you guys, except for Sap and Chalky? I know where they are. And what are you currently doing? How come you decided to watch a weird German build a Panzer III and ramble on about wasps? You're swearing outside the window. I don't like that. Old people swearing. Always fun. Son of a bitch. Get lost. Like, what the fuck? Alright, that's the PE done on the wheels and stuff, so we're getting, like I said, we're getting along at a rather nice. Oh, New Zealand was watching one of those Battlefield series docs. Okay, and then you decided, let's watch that weird German. That's a smart choice. I don't think. but much appreciated and very nice of you to make that switch. Which Battlefield episode were you watching? I've watched them all. They're luckily readily available on YouTube. Oh, okay. I don't think I've watched that one. Damn it. I don't think I've watched that one. Okay, yeah, that's like an area or scenery of war that I haven't done much watching yet on the Pacific theater. I don't know. I've focused mainly on continental Europe because the main subject I built is German armor, so I don't think a lot of German armor was in the Pacific. But at some point, I really want to build one of the Pacific theater Shermans. I think that's something that I have on my list of maybe going to do that in the future plans. And before I could do that, I would have to do some research and watch some of the Pacific theater documentaries to see how they were used, how they would interact with maybe infantrymen and that kind of thing. So yeah, at one point I might just do that. But right now we are in Kharkov, Ukraine, 1943. Operation Barbarossa has kind of fallen flat on its back. The Germans are starting to struggle, as they always do when they visit Russia, as we learned yesterday. But then again, a lot of other European nations have struggled when visiting Russia. Looking at you, France, and specifically. And yeah, that's the setting that I have in mind right now. And the fact that my voice is going and almost gone is kind of driving me nuts right now. You go to the swimming pool once, fucking once, and you catch a cold. It's insane. It's just not cool. Not cool with this. But then again, planning to go to the swimming pool again today. Because I gotta tell you, swimming is fun and exercise is at the same time. So yeah, have that in mind for today as well. Burning some calories. You gotta go you gotta go to an inside, like indoor pool at this time of year. Otherwise, like, I don't know whether or not you actually have indoor pools in New Zealand, but it's rather nice when the weather is great. All the people are in the outside pools, and so the inside ones are rather like empty, and you have the whole pool to yourself, and you have the jacuzzi to your, like the whirlpool to yourself, which is always a nice touch to get a little touchy feeling sometimes, you know, like get it on and stuff. And yeah, I really enjoyed being at the pool yesterday. It was a nice time because it also rather lines up with my plan of losing 40 pounds during the next 6 weeks. So yeah, that basically. But of course you have to swim. You have to actually swim and not like fool around in the water to lose the weight. Which is what we did yesterday. According to a new app that I've been using lately, I burned 1,200 calories at the pool yesterday, so It's quite a lot. And I hope to burn as much today. So, now that I'm building the return rollers, we have almost finished step 1. The only thing left to do would be to put the sprocket on the drive housing, which we will not be doing at this point, because I don't glue down the rope wheels and sprockets and idlers at this point of the build. Because that's just not the smart way to do it, because that way you have a much harder time painting them. So yeah, we'll leave them off. I'll send the rope wheels at a later time. The return rollers. All the pools are covered here. Winter is cold, and there's like 2 months of good enough weather for other pools, but with no ozone layer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Huh. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm really, really anxious to use this resin set. It's like, oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to use the resin set. For those of you who haven't watched yesterday's video, this is the resin set. Go watch the video if you haven't watched it. Shame on you for not watching it. Shame. 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 And I'm going to modify the fenders, not just to make the stowage set fit better, but if you watch yesterday's video, the first one I posted yesterday, with the picture, the Panzer III is missing the front parts of its fenders. It's not the wrong set, it's just misnamed, Sep. It's not the wrong set, it is just misnamed. Either the homepage has it misnamed because it says G to J on the box and the homepage says J to M. To N, so basically the entire other way around, but I'm perfectly fine with this and I'll make it work. Why are you trying to cause a stir again? You're a bad, bad man, Sep. A bad, bad man. Yep, you. Now I know why nobody likes you. When is Veldhoven taking place this year? When is it going down? I might come this year. If I can make my schedule line up. So, if you don't know right now, let me know when you do. I don't want to send these now. No. Okay, let's move on. Next up, we would have the, like, you mean these clay washes that are still boxed up for a certain Sebastian, whose address is on this little yellow paper and whose package has still not been sent? No, I'm not using the clay washes as well. Hey, Rabbit, stop it. I have not forgotten that I wanted to send you these clay washes. I just have not had the time to send them. Oh, and I was a lazy fucker. So yeah, that's all the reasons why your clay washes are still in that box, sitting at my place. And I haven't checked them. Shame on me. Shame, shame, shame. Let's build some torsion bar. bars, oh, torsion bars. Everybody loves torsion bars. On the last Panzer III that I built, I actually cut off the torsion bars and just used the caps because I didn't want the suspension to be movable anyways. And I'm actually thinking whether or not I want them to be movable on this one. Because it's going to be sitting on a flat surface, so not much, like... Thank you. I'll see if that lines up with fall holidays. Although, that might be at the end of the fall holidays, the weekend at the end of the fall holidays. But I'll look-see later. Wait, damn it. Oh, look! It's the Hamilcobarcus. Hello, Michael. Man, I wish there was a company that made clay washes that I would give money to. Flory? Oh, and the Chalkster's back as well. Holy crap. What a cracker. I have some prominent guests today. The more than famous Hamilcobarcus, the more than infamous Sebastian, Dutch modeling, and the soon-to-be famous Chalky. I thought you had left because the number of viewers dropped significantly at a point where it was only one and Seb was typing, so I was like, okay, Chalky's gone. Because you said that you would leave. Panzer III hull, Mike. Panzer III hull. Don't we all love a good Panzer III hull? No. That's just wrong. That's the way it's supposed to go in. And that's what she said, right? The torsion bars. Germany's way to totally annihilate their mechanics. Torsion bar suspension. You want quick fixes? Not with us, chumps. We have torsion bars. You want to quickly fix your suspension? Not with us. We have torsion bars. Holy moly, what's that? That's not supposed to be like this. Good old torsion bar suspension. On the good old Panzer III. If I can continue at the pace I'm working at right now, I should have the Panzer III finished at the end of the week. At least the build, and then it's on to the Panzer IV because I want to build them all. That's true, yes. But to actually repair it and change a torsion bar, that's a messed up thing. That takes a lot of time. I prefer the American bogey system to this. Just remove the bogey, fit a new bogey, you're good to go. Then again, that's the only thing that I prefer on the American tanks. That is the only thing. And the fact that Sherman's lit up like matchboxes. So, sending these torsion bars, which should bore the crap out of you guys. So, you still on vacation, Mr. Barkus? Or what's the occasion that you are able to join this early on a Thursday? I know I'm making it too easy, sir. Doing this on purpose. Setting you up. I'm setting you up, huh? Sherman's at the best crew survival rate per incident, though. That's true. People got out quickly. The crew could get out quickly from out of a Sherman. Saw a video with the chieftain Nicholas Morton yesterday with some weird other dude whose name I can't remember. It's his name or his YouTube username sounded rather Nordic. So basically, you're still off though. You're still on a holiday. That's decent. How was Südtirol? I saw your pictures of the World War I caves. Mount? Oh, Sepp. Oh, God. I'm laughing my ass off. You're so not funny. Let's put it this way. I don't like Shermans much. And not mountainy. So, the absolute opposite of the Netherlands, yeah. Yeah. No mountains in the Netherlands. Except for Cheese Mountain. You in the mood again? Jesus. The rabbits are fucking like crazy. Jesus, stop it. Life as a rabbit owner. Jesus Christ. I'm praying to my Mexican gardener. Jesus Christus. Come on. Get, like, there's a town full of young women in the Netherlands? Damn, boy. Now that's where your boss always sends you, Seb, huh? Maybe we should tell Dinana. Seb is always in Leiden with the young girls. Although, I kind of like the name of the town. Suffering. That's a good name for a town, don't you think? Call your town Suffering. It's always a good idea. Oh boy. Oh boy. Never heard of Leiden University. Okay. But sadly, I'm out of school. Like, university at least. Never gonna be out of school. Collecting a fair bit of spare sprue. Gotta send these, otherwise they won't fit. Damn it. I thought I could just be lazy and not send these. I hate sending torsion bars, but I love building German armor. So empathetic. Well, I disagree with you there. I don't want to talk to toast, you know? I don't want to talk to a girl that's like... And I don't want to talk to a girl on a frequent basis that is as stupid as a loaf of bread. Which, for some of them, is an insult to the bread, but I want to have at least some kind of conversation with my wife. So I totally disagree with you on that one. Okay, one side of the torsion bars is installed. Only 3 to go. Yeehaw! Awesome. Once they are done, we can move on to even more suspension parts. I think this is going to be the suspension only episode. Although that's actually quite the nice way to You know, I once had a girlfriend, and I tried to talk with her about Nazi Germany and about the Holocaust, and she was like, "That was a good idea that Hitler guy had." I left her immediately. On the end, like, I was like, okay, and she was just stupid as fuck. Like she was just stupid. She was just like, what the fuck? And she wasn't even good in the sack, so no. I left her almost instantaneously. I was like, did you just really say that? And we were actually like, there was someone else in the room. It's like, did you just really say that? It's like, oh, you're just stupid. Like, that was a good idea that dude had. Like, what? Fuck you. Leave me the fuck alone. That's not wicked. That's just mentally damaged. That's what she was. Listening to Lanza and Böse Onkels was fun for her. Like, okay, that's a good idea. You should do more of this. But without me now. I am gone. Bye-bye. And no, her name was not Beate Zschäpe. Yeah, I know, Seb, I know. But so is Annette, and you met her, and you know that she's a nice, good-looking young lady. So, yeah. There's no merit to just like saying, well, girls who date you all are weirdos, but yeah, I know where you're getting at, and on the surface that seems like a good explanation, but sadly, if you dig deeper, it doesn't so much. Damn. Fuck. Okay, I need to improvise on this one. Damn it. It does not have the... It does not have the mesh that goes over there, but I can sort this. I can sort this. No worries. There's hope. There's always hope, guys. There's always hope. There's always hope. Even Seb has a girlfriend, after all. A fiancée, to be precise. And 2 children, so, yeah. There's hope for everyone. There's hope for everyone. Although, I don't think there's hope for Chalky. No, no. Nope. All hope's gone. I'm sorry, Chalks. I'm sorry. This is a loose fit. Sanded that one in. This is also a rather loose fit. So, any one of you guys on the bench currently? At the bench, building anything? Except for Chalky, who's probably still decoaling his Spitfire. Traitor. Starting to build airplanes. How dare you. How dare you leave the brethren of armor builders. How dare you, Chalky! Damn, boy. 65, yeah, that's one of the other reasons you just don't build aircraft. Oh, okay. I hope he gets well soon then. Broken arm. Did you hit him again, Mike? Why does armor suck? Why does armor suck? Why does armor suck? Oh, okay. Torsion bars are all installed. Next up, the fun of all the suspension arms. And the bomb stops. Let's do the bomb stops first. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Now yeah. Took me a while, but yeah. Now I got it. Yeah. Need to build cars and motorbikes now. Ah, it's so much more fun. Let's sell all the 500 kits that I bought for cheap, and now I'm selling them for more, where I got them for free as review samples. Then I reviewed them, then I sold them. Yeah. I gotcha now. I gotcha now. Our favorite model builder of all time. The one who has done so much for the hobby that he needs to be recognized. One sentence with the Mick Jimenez of the world. Mick Jimenez. Yeah. Mick Jimenez. Wes Elsmore. I'll never forget that daft tool. Oh, rabbits! Are you insane? Hey! Stop it! Right now. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. But the rabbits were going crazy. Ah, the bump stops. Easy, quick assembly steps. I like this. Still? Oh yeah, we're still on. This? Ah, okay. We're still good. Okay. For a quick second, I had a malfunction of the phone. I had to check something, and I thought we were all dead now. But yeah, we're still going. That's awesome. Yes, bump stops installed. Now it's on to the swing arms of the suspension, which is the B screw. This I need at this point. This I don't need at this point. This I currently don't need. This I do need. And we need this back. Oh, yes. All the plastic in the world. A happy model let us make. I'm taking this away from you in a second if you don't behave, right? Yes, the psychopath is talking to rabbits again. Ugh. So you are into 1/32 scale planes now, Chunky. Have we lost you to the aircraft modelers? Stupid me. Get the sprocket housings now. I haven't been talking to this for a second here. Everything's gone quiet. Everybody's wondering, is the German still alive? Yes, he is. I'm sorry to tell you, but yes, I am. Pressed this in there rather well so we don't have seams on the sprocket. It's important to have the sprocket sit there rather nicely. Awesome, perfect. Now the other side. Sprocket housing, something. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal, but yeah, you want them to align properly, so you don't have ugly seams that you then have to deal with at a later stage when it's troublesome to deal with them, especially if you have the front part of the fender missing and thus a part of your tank exposed that you would normally not see underneath the fender, like the sprocket housing. So yeah, can be important to make sure that it is straight in line, thus making it easier for you to paint, to weather, and do all the fun stuff you want to do with your tank. Press it down, really nice, so you get a snug fit. Yeah, that's the plate that I'm going to use, although it's not supposed to be used. I'll show you in a second. This is the back plate and the cover and the exhausts that you're not supposed to use on this kit, but I'm still going to use them. The only issue that this creates is the fact that I do not have the mesh that goes in here of the air intake mesh there, but I think I can do something to cover this. I can manage to do this. I'll see how I do it, but I hope I'll find a way. Okay, let's continue. That's the sprocket housings done. Next up is our swing arms. I need 2, 3 on each side of B6, right? Yes. B6. 1, 2, 3. Why do I have 4? Why do I have 4? I only need 3. No, I need 4. Yeah, it's 6 wheels. Stupid me. Math, my strong suit. Not really, but can always claim for it to be. Because nobody could actually challenge me on that. Oh yeah, rescribing. I love that on my 1/32 scale BF 109. Which by now has gone the way of the dodo bird. Straight down the garbage can. I don't know, I have a couple of airplane kits still in the stash. I have a FW190 and a P39 Air Cobra. I just don't see myself building them anytime soon. I'm not in the mood for aircraft right now. Ow! Fuck. That's sharp. Ow. That's not cool. I missed any comments. Just jealous? Why would I be jealous, Seb? Now the question remains, do I want this to be a movable suspension? I think I do. So I just need to cut this off. Then I need to glue there. And the swing arm in there. So I'm making the suspension movable by removing this small nook. Right there you can see it, this small piece of plastic, and just remove this where the swing arm would lock into, and thus I make the suspension movable and workable. Not a lot of a hassle, to be honest. Everybody can do this, and it allows you to make the suspension match the terrain that your tank is on if you put it on a dio piece. And since I'm putting this on a dio, I want it to match, so yep, that's why I'm doing this. In case you're wondering. Then I'm moving them all the way up to their highest most position before the bump stop catches them, so they do not interfere with me building the rest of the suspension system like this. Now they're all the way up, but you can always move them down as well. But in the upmost position, first of all, I'm not damaging the suspension arms, and I have still plenty of options to do. And yeah, so that's how you make your suspension workable. on the Dragon Panzer IIIs. Some Tamiya kits by now actually come with workable suspensions, even with swings. There's a nice Stuk 3 that I've built that comes with a fully workable suspension. I know the AK, no, not AK Interactive, the AFV Club Tiger, the transport, like, comes with the workable suspension. So if you're into that kind of thing, if you want to have pieces for your Dio with movable and workable suspension, I'd give those kits a look. B7. B7, okay. And another B7. This is going to be nice to weather them in, because the tanks get a whitewash, and there will be a lot of snow on the ground of the Dio and on the tanks and mud, frozen mud. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Really looking forward to that. Gotta tell you. I am really looking forward to that. That's gonna be lots of fun. And there's an important next step, and I'll show you guys in a second, on the front and back suspension arm, because they are both interlocked with a supporting structure arm. B36 and B34 are the ones that I need now. And I'll show you in a second what you should not do if you want your suspension to still be workable. Because although you're doing a trick and you're cutting off those little nooks and crannies, you can still destroy your movable suspension by doing something when installing this part right here, this one. And I'll show you in a second. You should never glue the suspension arm in there unless you want it to be movable down there, because this piece right here, which actually has a recoil in it, a hydraulic recoil, is not actually movable. So if you glue the suspension arm in place down there, you cannot move it anymore. But what you can do is you can actually shorten it or prolong it. But I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to glue this down. And thus have the utmost position for this sorted anyway. So the first suspension arm will not be movable much, but that's not an issue for me at this point. Okay, let's put the back one down, and then this side of the tank is done, and then we'll see whether or not we do the other side, or if this is it for this video and I'll do the other side off camera. Because I think I need to eat something. And after I've eaten, and after the other side is done, I'll come back and we'll do the back wall of the tank, I think. Because we're actually... this is going rather well at this point. We're speeding through this. I'm happy with the progress I'm making. You guys have kept me company, so I didn't get bored as quickly. Which is basically why I do these live stream videos in the first place. Because thanks to you guys and the communication with you guys, it's not as boring at times to just sit here for hours and hours and hours and glue stuff together. because it can become a bit tedious. Here we go. That's the suspension for this side, and as you can see, these are still movable, which was the plan all along, I think. Anyways, like I said, I think I'll cut the video at this point. I'll grab something to bite, and then I guess in about 1 or 2 hours, depending on what I eat and how quickly I can get the other side done, I'll be back, and we'll be doing the exhaust and maybe start with the fenders, but I'm not entirely sure about the fenders yet. So for now, thank you guys. Thanks Chalky, Hamilcar, Seb, Griffiths for joining me. The rest of the viewers that have popped in, thank you as well. Thanks for those of you who watched this as a recording on YouTube at a later stage, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. See you soon.